It's glowing in the sunlight. It is simply unbelievable. I saw none of this 2 years ago. Well, we're really down in the valleys now. We're taking the low road. I have the whole place to myself. There's nobody behind. There's nobody in front. Oh my God, look at the height of that. Yeah, we're having a little drop of rain here. Wow, it's hail actually, I think. Whoa, hailstorm! Oh my God! Ow! Ooh, ee! Oh, that's stinging my arms through my jacket. Hailstorm! Well, not so much a storm. Well, it was a hail shower. Wow! Did not expect that. A brief hailstorm shower. Truth almighty. About a mile from the campsite there's said to be the village of Fort, which does have a shop, so I should be able to spend tonight, Monday night and Tuesday night here. There's worse things that can happen at sea. Only thing is, depending on the facilities here, if they have a day room, that's okay. Otherwise, I'm going to be spending essentially 3 days and nights lying on my side in the tent. So I hope that, as per usual, the Met Office is completely wrong. You have to be very rugged to be a farmer out here. I can tell you. The west coast of Cumbria was rugged enough for me. And you also have to be very comfortable in your own company. It's no good living in a place like this if you need continual social contact. It's gone from mountains to just flat, open plains. the scale is immense. The Lake District has, mountains and hills, obviously, and lakes. That's like a little miniature mock-up, like architects use when they're building some new shopping centre or so on. Scotland is the real deal. If I was a Scottish poet, I would be feeling very inspired about now. Look at this old stony bridge. This is all very real. None of this is just the stuff of folklore or highly inaccurate old oil paintings, or even something from film and television. This is very, very real. It exists. And there's thousands and thousands of square miles of it. And it's free to see and enjoy. Well, the exception of petrol or diesel or shoe leather. Mind you, they don't use leather now on walking boots, do they? Well, the place I'm heading to is effectively a dead end. It's right at the sort of southwest tip of Mull. And in a couple of days when I get going again, I need to be over the other side. Which means I'll have to go back along this road. Eight and a half miles to Fionfort. Looking at my sat-nav here, it would appear that this last sort of, well, 7 miles is going to be nice and twisty. Lots of sharp bends and things. And there's a spa shop. Look at that. Spa shop, fishing tackle, and a takeaway. Well, that's all you need when you live in a little harbour village. Sunday roast, 12 to 4 p.m. Yeah, I never came this far 2 years ago. I took the right turn and carried on up the west coast of Mull. wonder what this likes when there's a gale blowing and it's blowing the sea up over onto the road. Probably a lot of white froth. Another change of vista. Oh no, believe it or not, there's a petrol station along here, or what used to be a petrol station. My sat-nav has quite often claimed that there's a petrol station when quite obviously there isn't. I don't need one, but it's handy to know. It is, where is it? Is it? It is, and it does Calagas as well by the look of it. It is. Ardfenig filling station, and there's another one. That one's no more. Well, if we do get some breaks in the weather, I'll be taking a walk somewhere, even if it's just to the tip of the coast. This is Fionfort. This is the village, according to the campsite website. Oh, and it's lovely. There's parking, but it's pay and display. Well, I'm not going to pay to look at something that's free. But there's nothing that says I can't stop on the bike. Have you paid and displayed? Right, what are you doing? It's a Kia C''D. Yeah, the Creole Seafood Bar. Right, I need to turn around. How staggering is this? Well, I'll be walking down to this as long as the weather's okay tomorrow, or the day after. Let's have a look. Some places motorbikes are free. It depends how short of money the local authority is. Where are we? Car park rules. Motorcycles, cars and light vans only. Park within marked bays. Unauthorised vehicles. Residential use vehicles. Overnight parking. Sleeping vehicles. Washing camping. Words. Drill. Solo motorcycles in designated motorcycle bays only. Free. So is there a designated motorcycle bay? Let's have a look for that then. See, I was right. It's like council car parks. A designated motorcycle bay. Right, there's nothing there. Maybe it's further down. Designated motorcycle bay. Because I wouldn't mind getting a cup of coffee actually. Disabled. Ah, motorcycle only. Ah, that's a motorcycle bay right in front of the coffee bar. Yeah. Oh well. Well, scrub that. Even despite the sign saying about solo motorcycles parked for free in bays marked solo motorcycles, and there being a bay that says solo motorcycles, the solo motorcycles free parking rule hasn't applied for 10 years. Yet it says on the official council parking sign that free motorcycles park there. Yeah. So I was going to get there, like salmon sandwiches there, freshly made salmon sandwiches, but I just suddenly decided I couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered. Right, what are you doing, SatNav? It's even painted on the road in the space. Solo motorcycles parked for free. Cuckoo. She said if I left it there, the bus would come along and knock it over. Oh, thank you very much. Wow, look at this. So that's 2 jobs worth today. Yeah, this is nice. This reminds me of Corney Fell in Cumbria. You meet all sorts on these road trips. This is one of the reasons, as I said before, I don't travel in order to meet people. Because 8 times out of 10, people are a complete pain in the proverbial. And I can't be doing with it. Not far to the campsite now, and the website says on there you don't need to book. They don't take bookings, you can just turn up at any time until 11 o'clock at night actually, and get a space. Yeah, so this is Fionfort Farm campsite. Yeah. Well, this is very nice. This is nice and wide and open and extremely rugged. Oh. That's very nice, very pleasant lady in the reception there. 3 nights, £36, so that's 12 squid a night. So yeah, I'm staying tonight, which is Sunday night, and then Monday night, Tuesday night I'll sit out the rain, and then hey presto, we're into good weather again. I'm told that you can just travel to anywhere you like on the site and moor up. Yes. Well, this'll do. This is it. Oh my word. Let's try that. Yep. I've stayed on countless campsites over the years, but nothing quite as staggering as this. Even comes with its own white sandy beach. Yep, you don't have to go to the Seychelles to get white sand. Magical. You just walking the mile or so into the village. Unbelievable. I've forgotten my lapel radio mic, so you might hear the occasional like bit of wind. Rest assured it won't be emanating from me. This landscape very much belongs to the sheep and wildlife. Wow, this is only a mile, but it feels more like 3. And it's just so unbelievably remote. I thought for the moment as I came up this rise that the lane continued on up that hill, but it's not. The village is here. That's twice I've forgotten it's a Sunday. The shop doesn't open on a Sunday, but it's open at 9:30 tomorrow. Well, that's Iona over there, with its very famous abbey. Well, this is what I knew was going to happen. We've got 2 days of this. It's, what is it now? It's Monday. There isn't a lot you can do, especially in a small tent like this. Just basically lie here, watch YouTube. Yeah. Fabulous, eh? Right, it's the second day, and of course it's raining, but it is going to be good from tomorrow. The issue I have is it's raining quite heavily that I can't go outside and cook food. The stove, you know, it wouldn't work in this high wind and I'd get absolutely drenched. But I need to eat something, so I have an emergency pot noodle. The issue is that I can't heat up water. So I'm going to conduct an experiment to see if it's possible to make a pot noodle with cold water. I have here a King pot noodle, Bombay Bad Boy, and which has quite a hot sauce. So here goes. And my cutlery is in the bike, so I'm going to try to mix it up with my multi-tool, which is probably going to be a lot easier said than done. I need to let it soak for a bit, I think, because it's rock hard. Well, I've let it soak for about 5 minutes. The blade isn't long enough to go to the bottom of the pot, and I don't want to get pot noodle mixed up in the workings of my multi-tool. So I've used my fingers, got my fingers in there, broke it up. Oh, good. You ain't got to be mad, but it helps. Cheers. It's crunchy. The worst bit is, later on today, for my dinner, I have a cold tin of Baxter's chicken broth. Bottoms up. Am I losing the plot? Am I going mad? Find out next week. Oh, good God. That was an interesting couple of days. Something you look back on and think, yeah, I was a man. That was awesome.